guys, welcome back to my channel. So there is a lot of news going around about Ariana Grande's new tattoo. If you haven't seen it, it's been blowing up the internet basically. So Ariana Grande has come out with several new songs, and the latest one is called 7 Rings. She correctly titled it in her music video in Japanese. On the bottom it says Nanatsu no Yubiwa, which is a perfect translation of 7 rings, rings that go on your finger, right? However, Ariana Grande wanted to commemorate this song by tattooing the title on her palm. Now, the title in Japanese is a little bit long. In English, very simple, 7 rings, 2 words. But to make it make sense in Japanese, you need several characters, and apparently it hurt too much to get all of the characters written on her palm, which I don't like pain either. So she wanted to, I guess, abbreviate it. She has the correct characters, but she's just missing the middle part. So her tattoo has 7 in kanji, and it has the last part of ring. So in Japanese, a ring that goes on your finger is yubiwa. So she took the yubi part, which means finger, and left just the ring part, wheel. And actually she ended up making a different Japanese word, and that word is Shichirin. And this will probably haunt her for at least another few months. So Shichirin is a small charcoal grill. It's like Japanese barbecue. You can find them at restaurants. It's to grill meat. Obviously, she didn't know that, and I can't blame her for making a mistake because Japanese is very difficult and kanji is very difficult, and if you're not studying it or if you don't live in Japan, why would you know that? You wouldn't know that, right? And we see all these mistakes by like non-native English speakers, especially in Japan, like shirts that say offensive things, or they have no idea. And it's just funny. It's a funny mistake, and it's on her palm. I think the palm tattoos fade really fast, so it won't be there forever. She can change it. She did. She tried to change it. Not a big deal. If I were her, I would have just rocked it like that and be like, oh yeah, it's a funny memory, but to me, it means this. I actually showed my boyfriend, he has the flu right now, but I showed him the picture when he was drinking some soup, and it like almost came out his nose, and he was he asked if she was sponsored by a yakiniku restaurant, but it is silly. It's a silly tattoo, but I mean, it's there. I saw people on Twitter claiming that her kanji writing was correct. It's not. People were doing Google Translate and all that stuff, but in Japanese and in Chinese, it is not correct. It's wrong. If she wanted to say 7 rings, rings that go on your finger, it's incorrect. So it's not as funny in Chinese, but in Japanese, because it means grill, it's kind of funny. I do kind of feel bad for her because a lot of people were making fun of her on the internet and trolling her. But I mean, I think somewhere she said she was unbothered by it and she loves her little grill, and that's fine. I think she should have, actually I think she should have just left it like that. It could have been something meaningful for her and a little bit funny, and it's got like a funny story behind it. But what is actually really funny is that the official Twitter account for the 2020 Olympics that will be held here in Tokyo actually responded to Ariana Grande's tattoo and saying, hey, it's not 7 rings, it's 5 rings, because that's the kind of ring for the Olympics. Like, in English, it makes sense, right? We say the Olympic rings, but we also say circus ring. They're not the same rings. In Japanese, it's different. Hey guys, voiceover Brittany right now. I thought I should explain this a little bit more in depth so that people who don't speak Japanese can understand why this tattoo is not correct to begin with. So in her title, she has Nanatsu no Yubiwa, which is correct. It is perfect. So Nana, the first kanji character, is the number 7, That's correct. And then because she's talking about 7 objects, she needs to have like a counter for the objects. So in Japanese, there's many counters, and we actually have them kind of in English too, right? We say once, twice, we say the first, second, whatever. It's like that. So nanatsu, the tsu, the hiragana tsu is part of 7. So 7 somethings. And then the no in the middle, the hiragana no, means like possessive. It shows that the 7 things are rings. And the last 2 kanji characters, if you combine them, mean ring. But if you separate them, they mean different things. So the first kanji is yubi, which is finger. So if she had just kept that kanji, it would have been wrong too. It would have been 7 fingers. So she needs both of them to make ring. The second kanji, wa, is wheel. My boyfriend pointed out that if she wanted to kind of abbreviate the sentence to make it more aesthetically pleasing or something, she could have chosen a different kanji for yubiwa. So instead of the one that means rings or wheel, she could have chosen another kanji which is sometimes used for ring. It's a little bit more unusual. So it wouldn't mean Shichirin, it wouldn't mean barbecue. Other people might think differently, but he suggested more people would be curious and find it strange, and you know, maybe similar to how some people get Roman numerals or something tattooed. What's the meaning behind that? Could have been a little bit more subtle and meaningful in a sense, but she went with the regular wa. So I mean, she wouldn't know any of this unless she had someone like a native Japanese person with her. So unfortunately, she went with Shichirin. Even though Ariana Grande said she was unfazed by people making fun of her new tattoo, she did end up trying to correct it, and I honestly think she made it a little bit worse. This is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but the simple Shichirin I thought was kind of funny and cute. She ended up putting the kanji for finger, which is supposed to go next to the last kanji wa to make ring, but she put it underneath the 7 and then she put a heart. So I showed it to my boyfriend also, and he couldn't really understand what she was trying to say. It's a little bit confusing because if you read it from left to right, it still says barbecue grill and then a finger heart. So it doesn't make any sense. And if you wanted to read it in the Japanese style, which would be from top to bottom, right to left, it just says wheel heart 7 fingers. So it actually makes less sense now, but I guess it does take the focus off of the barbecue grill, and just people are trying to figure out what it's supposed to say. But honestly, in my personal opinion, aesthetically, I think the whole tattoo that would be correct, nanatsu no yubiwa, wouldn't be that aesthetically pleasing, I guess. It's kind of long, and I think it would go across her whole palm. Yeah, I just don't think it would make for a great tattoo. I prefer the barbecue grill, honestly. That's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not Japanese, I'm just an American living here. I know there's a lot of English articles, and if you go on Twitter, there are a lot of people talking about the tattoo and arguing if it's correct or incorrect, or if it's cultural appropriation or something. So I thought it would be interesting to actually show you guys what Japanese people think about this situation. So I asked some of my Japanese YouTuber friends if they would be willing to help me out with this video and share their opinions. So I asked them a few questions, and here they are.
Hello Brittany and I will answer your questions.
Hi Buri-san and her lovely people.
So Buri just sent me one photo of tattoo and gave me questions, and I was like, okay.
So 1. What is your impression of the original tattoo? Actually, I didn't think it was Japanese word because I didn't understand the meaning. I thought it was, oh, maybe it's a Chinese word. This is why I don't understand the meaning.
When I first saw Ariana's tattoo, the original one, I gotta say, it looks weird. I mean, if you are Japanese, you wouldn't get that tattoo, Shichirin, unless you really love barbecue or something like that.
First of all, I thought this was just another foreigner's kanji tattoo fail.
2. Do you think it's bad that it's not correct? Yes, if she wants Japanese tattoo, she should just correct it because it's just the meaning of like a barbecue tool.
For people who don't really know Japanese, I don't think it doesn't really matter if it's correct, but you know, as a Japanese, it's just, you know, it doesn't have to be correct, but it looks weird because I know that meaning.
And question number 2, okay, meh, I don't think so, because it's kind of a common thing to see this type of mistakes.
So that's 3. What do you think of the correction? I honestly think she made it worse because if she does 7 ring and finger and heart, Japanese people will read in this way: 7 and ring, 7 fingers. So it's like, it reminds me like people who have 7 fingers. I think she should have just put 7 in number, not kanji.
I don't really know the story, but she corrected her tattoo and added yubi, finger, and still doesn't really make sense to me. You know, I don't know the background of this correction, but yeah, it still looks no. なんで指わかんないけど
And I don't know, this person fixed this tattoo, and yeah, first of all, it still looks cheesy. Like, this reminds me of like writing answer on my hand, like before the kanji test. Shichirin. What's that Shichirin? I don't know this ring part. Okay, I have to write on my phone. Okay. Yeah, this reminds me of my some like kids' handwriting.
4 is, what do you think of people getting kanji tattoos? I think kanji tattoo is really cool, but please double check, not for the Google Translator, but native Japanese people. Just ask native Japanese people like me. Please ask me.
I see a lot of people who get kanji tattoos, and I think that's really cool, but you have to choose your words carefully. Like I said, it just looks weird to me. And you know, I also see many Japanese people who has t-shirts that says really weird English. You know, if you Google 変な t-shirts 英語 or something like that, you would find many t-shirts that says really weird English, you know. And here's the results in my PC. But now loading. Please wait. Shut the fuck up. The slang which I learned first. How hard can you blow? Too drunk to fuck. I make good babies. See? You think it's weird, or you think, you know, it's not right. And that's exactly what I feel people who get the wrong kanji tattoo. You know, tattoo is just a fashion, and if you are really happy with it, just go for it. But if I would judge, it looks ちょっと変. It looks just weird.
Okay, question number 4. What do you think of people getting kanji tattoos? Well, that's okay, I guess, as long as they don't fuck it up. I mean, I went to special calligraphy school, and I can see art in any type of letters. Like some letters cool, kanji maybe looking cool for them, like foreigner especially. I don't know, but I think it's okay. Yeah, just don't fuck it up.
So that was their opinions. Please let me know your opinions down in the comments below. I hope this was informative in some way. I hope you could get another insight in how Japanese people view this kind of situation, and obviously some people might have different opinions. I can't interview everyone in the country, unfortunately. I wish I could, but that would be very time consuming and I don't think anyone would watch it. So I hope you appreciate that they took their time to answer these questions. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you think of her original tattoo? What do you think of the correction? What do you think of kanji tattoos? Are they appropriate, inappropriate? Let me know. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who helped me make this video and who gave their opinion. All of their channels will be linked below, so please go subscribe to them. They took time out of their day to help me with this, so thank you so much to them, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Thank you, Brittany-chan. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm Chris Me.